tell you again.
Keep telling you.
All right, then. In that case, after the trip here to the mountain, I suppose we're going to take a break as we traveled through 3 hexes to get here, which would let's see, day 1 to get to the day 3. So, day 3 night, we make camp here at the base of the mountain, and assuming the Dorigar don't steal from the shadows with their enlarged person, on the 4th day we start the ascension up the path.
All right. Let's see here. Let's make perception checks, everyone.
Hooray!
I like
And find my token. Yes.
Once again, I can't help but reference Jake with Uzmak Okertangle. My brand!
Alright. Yeah, the party sleeps heartily, except Rilinid, who, in the middle of the rest, he does sort of suddenly wake up, but by something he thought was like a rumbling sound, almost like a cave in or something. When he looks around, he does see that up the mountain, far up, like a glow, as if like a burning hot ember sort of is visible at the side of the mountain. And as he watches, the ember sort of burrows almost into the mountain and disappears in like a rumbling, crackling sound that echoes over the plain.
Well, I am a great candidate for keeping watch anyway. Ivy there is companionship. We speak all sorts of things. I have great eyes and vision, but looking up at that, I guess we have this moment here where I look at Jonas and go, "The fuck is that?"
You're not sure what that was.
In that case, I'll look at Ivy. The fuck is that?
Ivy looks at you with huge eyes, like shakes her head. I don't know. There was stories about some sort of creature living in the mountain. She shrugs.
Is that like something like knowledge local check worthy? Like, do I have like any memories of like a story or maybe some sort of rumor gab I heard while we were in Fastervold for a few days?
You can certainly make a roll.
All right, I'm trying to rack the brain here.
You seem to recall that there was a story you heard, a drunken gnome or something.
Okay.
About the beast of Mount Uranoth. Apparently, according to the local tales, there is some sort of hideous magma worm living close in the mountain. Exactly how it got there is unsure, or if the sort of Dwargar unleashed it, or if they had it as a pet or something. No one really knows. It has been there for generations. That is something you know.
We've heard mention of the beasts. I didn't know this is what came to mind. I guess next question then is metagame 1, looking at Jonas. The fuck is a magma worm?
Well, Rilinid, well, let's see here.
What classification of knowledge does that fall under? You can test them all.
Test them all. Give me, let's see, give me a knowledge planes.
Motherfucker, of course. Where is it? There we go.
Rilinid is not sure. He couldn't say. He only saw it
King
for so.
Magma Worm.
He only saw it for so long, and the stories are fuzzy and booze-filled at best, so he couldn't really guess.
And that's where they stir and frown, and looking around camp, like wondering how the fuck no one got woken up by that. They're all such heavy sleepers. Worthless. Rilinid resolves to mention this never, since no one will understand a description.
Let's see here. What did you roll? You 25 perception. All right. You also saw in the sort of flash of light up there when the beast seemingly emerged, you did see that some of the glow from it seemed to have cast upon what looked like a platform or like a landing a bit up the mountain. It seems like when the light shone upon it that the staircases and the pulleys led up there.
I don't suppose the glow remains, does it?
Nope, disappears into the mountain.
Alright. Well, that was not unnerving at all, and merely refrains the source of continuing the watch, and eventually, Zyn will wake up, and he's always so fucking paranoid, I'm sure he likes to do watching himself.
Sure.
And Rilinid will casually mention, just in passing with the stone mask, just, so earlier while you were asleep, there was a massive glow as a humongous beast burrowed into the side of the mountain, creating an incredible glow which lit up the entire mountain.
Then just stares at you, trying to figure out if you're being serious or not, but probably failing thanks to your amazing mask.
I'm not Trislin. Besides, Ivy can confirm at any rate, the incredible light source showed a platform of some kind. We will be ascending up to that. We have heard tales of the beast of the mountain. My own sources can confirm this. Be on a close lookout. It might strike while the others are resting.
Then continue staring, but then nods. Yes, I will certainly make sure it doesn't come close. But if it's indeed glowing, then that should be easy, I suppose.
And knowing how paranoid his brother is, have a pleasant morning.
That'll work.
Yep, go to sleep. My work is done.
You hear Zyn muttering as he walks towards a place where he can get a good view over everything. He's still not quite sure if you're being serious or not.
Well, rest of the watch.
Really change anything?
Rest of the watch passes without any incident, really. Zyn staring about, but nothing really seems to grab his attention.
I would assume that everything is grabbing his attention right now.
Well, nothing grabs his attention more than anything else, let's say. Well, yeah, sooner or later, rest of the party wakes up.
Crack the bones, wait for the group to assemble. No, Trislin's always such a late sleeper. Not quite anyway. And then, as the others are breaking their fast and Alauneari gets back from her personal prayer or what have you, just without preamble, well, Zyn's maybe still looking around. During the night while all of you were asleep, there was a massive eruption closer to the top of Mount Uranoth as a great creature, very large, broke through the side of it, casting a large glow. The rumors regarding the beast of the mountain appear to have been correct. It appears to have been some sort of, like it was made out of magma, and undulating into the mountain, perhaps a worm of some kind. I know not of such a creature. The Duergar might have brought it there for a purpose I cannot define.
Alauneari just nods. This isn't really news to her that there's some big monster here.
Zyn would turn to Rilinid and ask, I don't suppose you know if it is likely to have a nest of sorts? Are you sure there's just one and not a whole bunch of them?
I do not know. After all, I have not seen such a creature before. And believe me, if I don't know about it, grave is the danger. Sort of like a tilt to the side of the head as the stone mask just stares in.
Zyn's frown deepens significantly.
But I'm sure we will be alright. The magma lit up a platform that is where the path, as well as the pulleys, that is possibly the landing point from whatever stone or metal the Duragar brought out of the mountain. We will be heading there.
Then let us hope it's asleep right now. Or something. Then trucks.
What a hopeful assumption to assume that something in this jungle actually sleeps besides us.
You don't get an answer from Zyn.
Alright. With that in mind there, Rilinid will perhaps try to take lead, but Zyn will be like, no, I gotta see this first.
I want to see the dread magma beast.
That's right. As we begin our ascent up the path.
All right. Yeah, you do climb up for quite a bit. It is not overly difficult, although it is, exerting to climb. The stairs are rather steep, and the pulley system doesn't really seem to work, so, you need to use the old muscles to get up here. Well, after a while ascending, you do come upon the platform that you spotted. It seems to be a platform with some old and very much ruined mining equipment strewn about. On the platform leading into the mountain is a tunnel.
How high up was the platform? Like, was it high enough to see it with dark vision, even though the magma worm isn't lighting the thing from the base?
The platform is roughly 600 feet up.
In that case, no, it would not have been visible by dark vision alone, even knowing where it was. Okay.
So if we are at the spot where the magma worm was, are there any signs that it has been here?
It was further up.
It was further up, okay.
Further up. In that case, from our new vantage point, looking up the mountain, does some of it look like it's molten or like fissured together in such a way as if a creature passed through it?
From what Rilinid can deduce, it seems like whatever poked out and burrowed in again didn't really leave a hole. It seems that it closed over behind it, maybe as it melted and sort of fused together.
It seems as if the creature I saw is magical in some fashion. There is no telltale sign of its passage through the wall of the mountain, as if it fused together behind it.
So it's giant, magical, and made of magma. Excellent.
Perhaps not something from the Azathyr.
I'm sure we will find out in time.
But my knowledge is limited to more things on this plane than others.
Alauneari smiles, slightly condescending.
I just hope that whatever we find here is worth the risk.
Sort of like that emotionless...
If we find anything.
An emotionless snort coming through the mask. Thanks, Stone Mask. You are my friend. So we've got like a cavern tunnel entrance into the mountain from here?
Yes.
Okay. Does the path also continue further up the mountain?
No.
Okay.
It seems to stop here.
Alright. In this case, the only way that we can go forward is to actually go into the... Okay. Fantastic.
Alright. You may copy your tokens.
What? New map?
Can I Xerox it?
What?
You lost him.
What?
That's great. Whenever you make a bunch of shitty references, I understand them. I make one reference, you're like, lol, what?
I I'm looking at stuff. That's the only excuse I can give.
Fine. I understand. The demands of your position at the table is so distracting.
Yeah,
I've been there many times. Yes, quite.
Rather.
Let me pull out metagame bro.quick. He can tell you all about it.
Metagame bro.quick. Where's this metagame bro.quick? Let's pop up in a little
No one
corner.
understood my research on the
Yes,
ethics of
bro.
gameplay.
Yeah, we know. I should tell you a story.
The Thessalonians, they're not real. Oh, I know. They're lovely, though. They're not real.
Lovely people. Industrious.
That's right.
A bit demented, but... Oh,
Not very talkative either, but really to each his own, right? Yes.
quite right.
Well, everyone seems not talkative in comparison to you. Hey. Anyway, as I was saying. Alright, where do I pasta at?
Yeah, next to DDS's character... There.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Move away. And
Zyn will, by the way, command his bad Aiden to stay near the entrance and not come with him.
we are entering from the
Aiden
left.
stays put in. You arrive from here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright,
You're heading right as you head into the mountain.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Head in a bit. The first sort of real choice of direction comes in a small crossing-like area. Looking around here, you do see like obvious refuse and remnants, like skeletons of various things. You do see like broken mining equipment, like old blood spatters. It's a mess.
Two paths diverged. Well, in that case, Rilinid will say, "In that case, then, why don't you and I take each path alone, looking ahead for the others, particularly Rae'nkalar, as he is not the quietest of us all, to see what lays beyond."
Perhaps splitting up is not a great idea. We should just stick to whatever path looks biggest. And I'd say there must be a main path in this mine here.
They
Leads
both
to
look the
something.
same to me, Zyn.
We have plenty of days. I'm sure it would not be much of a problem to explore them separately. However, dear brother, if you want to go alone to one of them, I'm sure that can be done.
I would prefer to at least travel alone so that I might get a better look. I know not the creature, but if it appears, it is large enough that it could be visible even if I am at a distance.
I have not seen it.
And what if it hides in the walls? You said it has magical capabilities.
Rilinid says, "Nearly everything we have encountered in this jungle has been strange in some form or fashion. A worm made out of magma is no different."
It doesn't mean that it's not more or less dangerous than what we have encountered so far. I would suspect it's much more dangerous, since it sounds that way to me.
Can Tristan make a roll about magma worms? It's pretty clear what it is.
She didn't really see it.
No, but it's a worm that's made of magma.
I mean, sure, make a plane check. Maybe you're lucky.
Rilinid knows the right descriptors to turn on my brain.
Exactly. He stimulates me so.
Nope.
Nope.
Unless
Alas.
you'll just be quiet.
Rain's looking at you, all of you, just at this entire idea of splitting up and looking just... Well, he's not saying anything at the second, is clearly not agreeing with that.
And Harry looks at the two ways and then steps close to this one,
Okay.
favoring it.
Tristan follows you.
Sure.
Fantastic.
She will gesture for Rain and then Rain us in to go first.
You know, Zyn thinks that Rain can go first.
Alauneari will follow right behind him.
Okay, well, Rain will go first. And peer around the corner. Zyn apparently looking over his back. Just another blank hallway.
Jonas was currently laughing at how veteran tabletop gamers are voluntarily choosing to split up, I'm sure.
So, Jonas, this does look like it's artificial, made by mining equipment and not just a natural cavern, right? Okay.
Yes. This is definitely artificially made.
When it narrows it, does it look like it was just dug narrowed? Does it look like a section of the walls collapsed here? It looks like it's narrowed here a bit.
Yes. Yes, it is narrow. It has some like beams of mushroom bark or wood holding this up. Maybe maybe it didn't want to dig this out for whatever reason.
Possibly unstable. Be careful as you cross through.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. As you step there, something shrieks right next to you.
Oh god.
Fantastic.
Again.
And lunges.
Woo!
It was very well hidden, actually. And as it does, you seem to have stepped in something.
Like what?
Like a trap.
Made
It's
out
a
of
trap.
shriekers.
What?
The,
Okay, I expected a lot, but kobolds wasn't.
Well,
One of them.
this is what happens when you send the non-perceptive, non-quiet character in front of you. Come on.
hey, I have plus 11 to perception. I just roll really bad.
Oh dear.
19 kobolds.
Let's see here.
That would be glorious to channel. The 3 hit points.
Let's see here.
So I'm all like preparing, I'm like telling Jonas I'm on extra super alert while tiptoeing through here, and then suddenly from the other path, Rilinid, you hear a giggling shriek from the other path. Oh god damn it, not already!
Yip. Alright, a bear trap closes around Rae'nkalar's leg, smashing in 13 damage.
Ow.
As the kobold, yipping in fury, tries to stab him with his spear. And since he succeeded in his hiding, Rae'nkalar is flat-footed. Not that it does too much with him.
It lowered my AC by 3. It's decent.
Alright. I'll try to stab him. Oh wow!
Hits.
That's a hit. 7 damage.
This is no ordinary kobold.
He trained extensively on Mount Uranoth.
Yes, under the waterfall and everything.
Cut to like a flashback montage of him in this moment.
Yep.
He's meditating.
Yep.
And clearly, Zyn, who is paranoid about everything, goes first.
Of course, he expected something.
Did
He
you
always
expect a bear
expects
trap?
something. Then clearly disappointed in his brother, who insisted to go first.
I didn't.
Of course he did.
Who clearly insisted to go first.
Shifting blame. Drow learned that as children.
We'll try
Yes.
to shoot the kobold. I assume he has cover,
Yes.
which is -4, I think.
There's a cover button, I think, on your attack roll.
Is there? Yes, okay. It's 1+1 because... Oh no, I have a button for that as well. So many buttons.
Oh,
Hi,
goodness.
kobold. The second one is a crit, 25. Crit confirm is 18. If that,
That hits.
does indeed
Yes.
confirms,
Yes.
that's 26 damage.
I love the snort there. Like,
26 damage on a kobold. Yes.
not overkill. I'm sure.
The kobold, you know, it shrieks, it attacks, it plunges its spear into Rae'nkalar and like, you know, yips with glee, and like a second after, its head gets split in two by the arrow and it falls dead to the ground.
As Zyn turns to Rae'nkalar and says, I suggest you watch your step, brother.
Yes, though I was hardly expecting a kobold here.
I love how Rae'nkalar's saying that calmly while his leg is caught in the fucking bear trap. Like, yes, as a matter of fact, I was not expecting.
Alauneari takes out her symbol and goes to quickly heal some of the Rae'nkalar's wounds.
Rae'nkalar is the most polite of all the group's members.
For 6 damage. Or heal.
Something. Is it a problem for me to get the bear trap off?
It's a strength check to get it off.
Well,
Or a disabled device.
I do not have disabled device. So how's a 23 strength check?
That is plenty. Rae'nkalar, you know, looks down at the trap and basically grabs it and he just bends it open and splinters.
So I assume that Drow knows something about kobolds? I don't really need to make a knowledge check because I know
Good
kobolds,
slaves,
but
right?
do our characters know kobolds?
You
They would fall
know,
under, like, knowledge local, I think, because they're humanoids.
you do know that Vothis actually has quite an extensive colony of kobolds as slaves.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're,
So we
they're
should know
beneath
something of
Vothis
this.
itself, yeah.
Yep, they live in the caverns beneath Vothis. And sometimes kobold escape. And,
They probably don't like us.
They probably don't like Vothis.
Oh. We like tell them we'll liberate the other kobolds. They fight with us. At the end, we just sort of lock them in the pen.
We free the kobold slave camp. Like, that seems something the dwarves would do, and yet there we are trying to free
Like
the kobold.
rebelling. Waving
is
the
the-
flag of peace and liberty.
it really is the strangest drown party in history.
But
It was free
we
the
have become
slaves.
like,
What?
when we become like the people's generals of the new republic,
Rilinid,
then,
go forward.
then
You can
suddenly
recruit
everything
all
will
of them.
change.
You're the Messiah. You can handle this. Do your Messiah thing. Oh, God.
No,
Kobold
kobolds, they're a
Messiah.
slave race. They die. Kobolds has never impressed Alauneari. They're worthless creatures.
Okay,
She will also cast a shield of faith on Rae'nkalar.
Okay, so Rilinid's reaction follows a stop tiptoeing, hearing the screams, then hear the resulting shriek, and then the sound of something dying, and then silence. Then continuing on his way.
Continue,
Zyn will
brother.
continue to lead from the rear.
Keep
Rain
your
will-
eyes on the ground.
Does this actually continue here?
No, it seems to be caved in, actually. When you look around, you do notice that the kobold seems to have had a small pile of like golden nuggets. It's tucked away in the corner, and you know maybe he was guarding it or something. Maybe it's his secret stash.
I guess. Making sure the gold nuggets aren't somehow trapped because kobolds like traps.
You can make a perception check to inspect the golden nuggets.
Mm.
You see no traps.
I like how Alauneari steps away.
Just giving you room.
Take the gold nuggets.
I'm like Sam Fisher in this shit.
Yeah, quickly take nuggets. So if there is anything there, my hands are gone quickly.
Right, you grab a nugget.
Take
The
all the
room
nuggets.
explodes.
Disappointing. I'm sure our brother hasn't gotten too far.
How many gold nuggets?
You collect a total of 20 gold in golden nuggets.
That's not a lot of gold nuggets.
No, it's not.
It's, you know, he's trying, alright?
I throw the bear trap on top of the kobold and walk away.
Interesting disjointed map area there.
Reveal too much.
Damn it. Dirt, 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 dirt.
Alauneari will, or at least assume that whatever traps that are here would have been triggered already. So
Your brain is being more careful now and like looking around for traps everywhere since he knows kobolds have been here.
Make a perception check.
Sure, I'll do that. And go.
All right. Rilinid, you notice
My stealth check. I don't know whether you've been handling that in the background or like.
I have that.
Okay.
I have that. You notice